Hi everyone. So I hope you're enjoying a beautiful spring day, either in the rain or in the sun. For me today it's the rain, which just happens to be my favorite thing in the world. Absolutely love rain, and I love all of the smells, and with the rain is a renewing energy, of course, which brings everything to life after a hard winter. Some of you may be in areas where you don't experience the hard winters, and you still probably see a lot of brown though, because of course it's going to be dry. Wherever you are, I hope you're enjoying the magnificence of this planet and Gaia, and yeah, sharing your love with her. So today I'd like to talk to you about chakras. So where are they in our bodies? What are they associated with? Why are they important? As well as how to rebalance everything. Now, if you're interested in balancing your chakras, then I would suggest you check out my meditation video that I did previously. And that's essentially to ground yourself, and it also will help you with clearing, well, first opening the channel, which is the channel of your chakras, supporting them with positive affirmations, and then draining them. And then, of course, closing them back up to their regular position, which will help you throughout the day, and they'll help you release a lot of negative emotions and things that we store into them that will actually, if not properly treated, will store into our bodies and start manifesting into physical symptoms. So the first chakra that you're seeing is the root chakra. And the root chakra is red in color. It's located at the base of your spine, so essentially at your tailbone. The root chakra is the seat of physical vitality and the fundamental urge to survive. It regulates those mechanisms which keep the physical body alive. It is the chakra whose main aspect is innocence. Now, this chakra is associated with earth. It is also associated with survival, grounding, stability, gravitation drawing into a point, trust, self-preservation, root support, and desire to be in the physical world. It's also associated with your sense of smell, prostate, kidneys, bladder, and your spine. Now, the gem that is associated with this is coral. The planet that is associated with this chakra is Mars. Now, if you have a chakra that is blown wide open, you'll find that you'll be overly aggressive as well as possessive. And if you're a parent, then you'll be quite a fearful parent. If your root chakra is blocked or completely closed, you'll feel ungrounded. You'll feel victimized all the time or be in a state of victim consciousness. And you'll also feel homeless. And what do I mean by that? Now, I don't mean homeless in the sense of not having a house. What I mean by that is homeless, you feel disconnected from this being your home. So you'll want to flee anytime you perceive a threat. And a threat would be anytime you perceive something as dangerous, something painful that you've experienced during your life at some point. When you start recognizing patterns or things that are familiar, you'll want to flee. You'll go into fight or flight, and essentially you'll flee. So that is kind of what I mean by homeless. You don't connect to this planet, and you don't connect to this body in this life. And that is just essentially a problem with your root chakra. Now, the next chakra is the sacral chakra. And that one is located slightly below the navel, which is your belly button, and it is orange in color. The sacral chakra, this energy is the center for creating relationships of all kinds. It is where we develop an inward sense of self and an outward awareness of others. Ego, your sexuality, and family as defined as we work with the energy. The feelings of other people are directly perceived through mastery of the chakra energy. Now, some of the things that are associated with this chakra, the element is water, and the chakra is associated with relationships, sexuality, empathy, pleasure, well being, connection, delight, emotions, feeling, polarity, and change. Now, this chakra is actually associated with your reproductive organs, whether you're male or female. It's also associated with your legs. So, any issues that you might have in those areas are associated to this chakra, and essentially, any emotions that are stored in that chakra will manifest into issues in those areas of your body. So, the gem that's associated with this is amethyst, and the planet is Mercury. The sense is your sense of taste. Now, if it is blown wide open, you may experience or find that you are manipulative or controlling, lustful, or have or display addictive behaviors. If your sacral chakra is closed in or blocked, you will find that you are codependent. Perhaps you're a martyr or you're submissive. Maybe you don't feel anything, or you just shut down or have been shut down for a while. Those are all things that would be directly related to your sacral chakra being closed or blocked. Now we'll move on to the solar plexus chakra. The color of that one is yellow, and it is located slightly above the navel. Your solar plexus chakra is located at the center of the body, and it is placed where physical energy is distributed. It is the center for unrefined emotions and personal power. It is the center that gives us the sense of complete satisfaction and contentment. Our creativity is fueled by our power of will. So the element that this one is connected with is fire. It's also associated with will, your power, joy, motivation, self-esteem and transformation, identification, mastery, will over your own light, power in relationship and with others, validity, energy, standing steady in your own self-desire to express individuality. And the body parts that it's associated with are the pancreas, the stomach, the liver, and the gallbladder. The gem that is associated with the solar plexus chakra is emerald, and the planet that's associated with it is Jupiter. Your sense that is associated with it is sight. Now, if you have a solar plexus chakra that is blown open, you'll find that you may have an egotistical behavior. So your ego is inflated, and you walk around maybe thinking too highly of yourself instead of feeling more equal. You'll be self-absorbed, ambitious, self-driven, a warrior. That can fall into that as well. And these are all kind of, to some degree, some of these characteristics are okay to have. However, these are to the extremes. So if you're wondering if one of these pertains to you, then just look at how extreme this behavior is within you. These are all the extremes. The other thing that's associated with it is the desire to take control. So wanting to take control of every situation. Now, if this chakra, your solar plexus chakra, is actually blocked or closed, you will have a poor self-worth image, so an image of poor self-worth. You'll be sensitive, and you'll feel disliked, perhaps like a martyr, needing to do all the time. So let's move up to the heart chakra. The heart chakra is at the center of your chest, right around your heart, and it is green and pink. So a lot of people don't know that it is two colors, But in fact, it is pink on the inside and it is green on the outside. And that is why we often associate green with chakras, but when we think of heart or love, we associate pink with that. Well, that is because it does have two colors. Now, the heart chakra is the center of real, unconditional affection, spiritual growth, compassion, devotion, and love. It is the bridge connecting the lower and higher energies of our being in the place where our spirit resides. It is the bridge connecting the lower and higher energies of our being, and it is the place which resides our spirit, our true self, our freedom, and our independence. Now, this element that is associated with the heart is air. We also associate the heart chakra with compassion, love, open-hearted feeling, desire for self-acceptance, balanced emotions, harmony, place of integration, and the body parts that are connected with this or associated with it are the thymus, the heart, the liver, lungs, as well as your blood circulation. Now, the gem that is associated with the heart chakra is ruby, and the planet is Venus. The sense that is associated with it is touch. Now, an excessive heart chakra, that meaning blown open, you would have inappropriate emotional expressions or poor emotional boundaries. If you have a block or it's closed, you may be ruthless, or perhaps you're going around feeling as though you have no heart or other people perceive to have no heart. You're unable to feel emotions, and you just feel rather shut down emotionally. Now, the next chakra is the throat chakra, and the color is light blue, and obviously it's located in your throat. This is the center for communication, self-expression, and creativity. This is where the inner voice of one's truth is expressed. It is the chakra of diplomacy, of pure relationships with others, and playful detachment. Speaking with the knowledge of our interconnectivity through spirit reflects mastery of this energy. The element that this is connected with is the ether. Now, the throat chakra is also associated with communication, creativity, sound, intuition, synthesis, self-expression, desire to speak and hear the truth. And the body parts that are connected to it are the thyroid gland, throat, upper lungs, arms, and your digestive tract. The gem that is associated with this chakra is sapphire, and the planet that is associated with it is Saturn. Your sense that is associated with it is hearing. If you have an excessive or blown open chakra in this area, then you will find that you'll be willful, controlling, judgmental, hurtful, or have hurtful speech, so whatever you're saying to people may be hurtful. If you have a block in this area or a closure, then you'll find that you're lacking faith, unable to creatively express yourself, and perhaps be quite silent, especially in children. You'll find if there is a block in this area that children will not speak, especially when you ask them things. So that's what the throat chakra is all about. Now we're going to move up to the third eye chakra. And the third eye chakra is located right in the middle of your two eyebrows, and it is the color of indigo. This is the seat of intuition and direct spiritual vision. It is here that we visualize things through our third eye of intuitive knowledge. The opening of the third eye corresponds with the spiritual awakening, and it is the chakra of forgiveness and compassion. Now, the thing that this one is connected with is actually the light. So that would be the element that it's connected with. It's also associated with knowingness, intuition, perception, self-mastery, wisdom, imagination, and it's connected to the pituitary gland, the spine, and the lower brain, the left eye, nose, and the ears. The gem that it's associated with is diamond, and the planet is the sun. The sense is the sixth sense, higher mind. Now, if you have an excessive or blown open third eye chakra, you may be overly intellectual or overly analytical. And I know that I had this issue for the longest time as well. I would overanalyze everything and overthink everything when really it was simple. It just had to live through the heart. So if you're finding that that is an issue for you, then quite possibly your third eye chakra is blown completely open and you need to rebalance it and close it back up to its normal state. Now, if you have a blockage in this area, you may have very unclear thoughts. So if you have racing thoughts, where you can't seem to keep track of anything and your mind is just continuously going, and you can't even remember what your last thought was, that kind of thing. Also, your thoughts will be diluted. So kind of foggy, hazy, those are all symptoms of having a closed third eye chakra. Now we'll move on to the seventh chakra, and that is the crown chakra. It is at the top of your head, and it's actually located just outside of your head. But when you feed anything in through the chakra system into that chakra, if you touch the very top of your head, right in the middle, that would be where you would be feeding into, because it correlates directly to the position of the crown chakra. Now, the color of this chakra is violet, and this chakra represents the highest level of consciousness and enlightenment. It is the connective center to spirit. This center integrates all chakras with their receptive qualities. Mastering the lower vibrational aspects of our being, we reside in full awareness that we are spiritual beings living a human existence. The element that this is connected with is spirit, and it is also associated with unification of colors, intelligence, bliss of divine wisdom, and it connects directly to the pineal gland within your body, the upper brain, and the right eye. Now, the gem that is connected to this is pearl, and the planet is Pluto. If you have a blown open crown chakra, then you may find that you're manic, or you may have a really large ego. And there are a lot of people who are in powerful positions who have chakras that their crown chakra is blown open. And you can tell the difference between the people whose crown chakras are not and who are, because they are power hungry. So you'll find a lot of people in our governments or in powerful positions to begin with, in anywhere that you look, they are suffering from a crown chakra that is blown open. Now, if you have a deficiency, so therefore you have a blockage or it's closed, you'll have no spiritual inspiration or aspiration. So what does that mean exactly? You'll have no motivation or desire to think about anything in the spiritual realm. And by that I don't mean religion. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you could possibly be one of the many who have awakened. So when I speak of spirituality, that's speaking of the knowing of all that is. So if you have no desire or want to do any of that, to even seek it out, or some of it comes across your way and you find that it's not interesting, there could be a very good chance that it is closed. And at that point, then you would want to just rebalance yourself. Now, of course, there are many more chakras. We actually have thousands of chakras within our bodies. Those were just some of them that I wanted to go over. Sometimes our chakras are working fine or functioning fine, but sometimes they are out of balance, that meaning that they're like somewhere else in our body. They're not in alignment with us. And for some reason, they are not, and they need to be realigned. So doing a rebalancing every day will help to realign, pull these chakras back into their location. Don't expect it to happen right off the bat. If they've been there a long time, and then there's a good chance that they will not just shift back into place right away. However, I have seen it happen, so everybody's different, I guess. Now, also negative chakra can indicate that there is illness. So a negative chakra can indicate illness in a specific area within your body, and the organs or body parts that they would be associated with. So sometimes you see your chakras, especially when I work with my clients, I see their chakras either in alignment or not in alignment. And when they're not in alignment, I will see where they are located in that person's body. Now, when they are shifted over to one side or another, I will then feel into how that feels. So that will give me a good indication, because I have that ability to actually feel in, to not only see where it's located, because that gives me a good idea already what's going on in their body, but also to really feel the issue. So if they have a health concern, then a lot of times I can actually feel into that, which just helps me diagnose a lot more as to what the issue may be, or if there is an underlying issue or how severe it may be. In the next video, I'd like to talk about the Ascended Masters as well as the Archangels, so stay tuned. I'll teach you how to invoke them, and as well what they do and how they help serve us. So I did get my website up, so I just wanted to let you guys know what it is. It's www.stormbydesignintuitive.com. So if you want to book a session, I have a special on right now, a really amazing special. So it's only 2 weeks right now. It's my grand opening special, so yay, congratulations to me. Anyhow, head over, check it out. I also will be doing a blog post, so there will be a bi-weekly blog post, as well as some letters from Touching Letters, and I will do that on Tuesdays, so it'll be called Touching Letter Tuesdays. Anyhow, if you want to check it out, head on over to my website. You can check me out on Facebook as well. And please subscribe and like my videos, share as much as you like. And pretty soon I will be starting a contest for those who are looking for a reading. Once a month, I will provide a free reading to one of my lucky either subscribers on YouTube or on my Facebook page, or a subscriber for my blog posts. So check out all the platforms, get your name in, and I will be starting that fairly shortly. I'll let you all know. Okay, have a great day. Bye.